name is Mika Kaczmar, and this is my Linguistics 36 midterm video. To start things off, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about this class. And this class both has applications to your own research project about the topics of African American vernacular English, and also has an approach towards your overall research skills. So to kind of go more in depth about that, in this class you understand how linguistic features of African American vernacular English have been oppressed by society standards. But also, this class focuses on how to research such topics and give in-depth examples and facilities in which to facilitate social science research as an undergraduate student. You also learn how to comprehend the variations of African American vernacular English and how there are existing rules that regulate grammar and the pronunciation of the lexicon. It also provides a way to make an impact while still learning about the environment that encompasses your research topic. I like to say that you kind of get to know the faces, the trials and the tribulations of the people that you study. That's the kind of approach that we're taking in this class. You also learn how various sounds and intonations can cause different connotations of how an individual speaks. So one dialect can sound more declarative to another, and how that affects our perception of that language. I would just like to introduce what I'm interested in as far as this class goes. To start, here's a quote from Spoken Soul. For many, it has been to try to express every timbre of emotion while following the true-to-life script of the black playground and the pulpit, talking with this evocative tongue, this language that traces a labyrinth of emotions. My focus in this class would be on the psychological aspect of self-disclosure in public arenas. How does African American vernacular English compare to standardized English requirements when children are asked to share their personal stories? My method would be to experiment with a class of elementary school students. Each group will be assigned 2 prompts in 2 different semesters. The prompts ask the kids to explain certain aspects of their personal life. The first will allow the children to use any language, slang, or mannerism that they are familiar with, placing no restrictions linguistically. The second prompt will ask the same question, but ask the kids to use academic language, and to focus on using standardized English. The second round of poetry will be proofread and edited by a teacher. To start any good research proposal, we were taught to start with a literature review. This is where I found Brandy Wilkins' book, The Problem of Colorblind, Racial Transgression and the Politics of Black Performance. One review described that she suggests that it is performance and the difference it makes that complicates the terms by which we even understand multicultural and colorblind concepts. So after that introduction of what I'm interested in as far as African American vernacular English goes, the ideas that are translated in this course relate to my understanding of how self-disclosure is monitored in public settings. The idea of social constructs inhibiting the expression of a certain group of people. And what's nice about this class is that this course not only explores the concepts surrounding socio-psychological aspects of African American vernacular English, but also explores the idea of creating, proposing, and conducting undergraduate research at a renowned institution. All of the homework assignments within the class are actually steps to making a research proposal, and also tell you about the different facilities and institutions and faculty on campus that can help you get to the place that you want to be. Some of these institutions include FRAP, which is a site that talks about all the different faculty members that are doing research in different departments. And there's also research databases from on-campus library, which include like Academic Search Complete or EBSCOhost. So my interests after college are surrounding the communication research, primarily in the social sciences. I plan to conduct my own study after contacting professors surrounding my area of interest. I want to be grant funded, and this class helps me understand how to get that funding for that research. Like I said before, this class is really helpful in terms of helping undergraduate students create their own research proposal at UCSB. So one of the ways that our TAs and professors help is by providing us access not only to the knowledge via research databases and institutions, but just the ability to talk to experts in the field. On campus, within what I want to study as far as African American vernacular English, Associate Professor Peter Bloom within the Film Studies Department focuses on African art, and Stephanie Batiste, who's also another associate professor, focuses on American literature and ethnic studies. There are also ways to contact people outside of the university. For example, UC Berkeley has Brandy Wilkins, who focuses on performance in African American studies. She also wrote The Problem of the Colorblind, Racial Transgression, and the Politics of Black Performance. Jennifer Brody, she focuses on racialization and visual studies regarding performance at Stanford University. And there are also different organizations within California that would be helpful for what I want to study, and that includes the California Poets, which would provide me with an avenue to contact different poets within California. And there's also the Linguistics Society of America, which would be able to give me grants and funding in order to start this research. So I think African American students at UCSB are in a unique position because in modern day American society, African American students are often told that they are wrong for the manner in which they speak. But this class really teaches that African American vernacular English is a language in itself. It is a dialect, and that language is a dynamic concept, and that it will forever change, but cultural and social traditions will remain the same. And doing my own research, I found out that only 2% of the area in Goleta categorize themselves as African American. So there's not a lot of diversity and not a lot of recognition for the way that African American students talk.